before they know it, they end up quitting their job. Their job wasn't taken. They quit and they got another job. They did that job for a little while and then they end up getting fired from that job because at that point, the addiction had started to snowball out of hand. So the next thing you know, they're doing odd and end jobs, just to make ends meet, as they say. And the next thing you know, this person, they're no longer with us. I'll put it to you like that. And after finding out the circumstances behind them not being with, us on this plane anymore, it was heartbreaking. Because this person, they left behind a family. They left 2 kids. They left their wife. So drug addiction is, man, it can take you through hell when you think you're going through heaven. So just one of those things, again, you have to do what's necessary to help yourself. And that means getting counseling or seeking drug rehabilitation. Whatever it is, do what's necessary to save self.
Yeah. So let me ask you this question with all of that.
All right.
What are your thoughts on people causing their own hardships, aches, pains, and whatever the case may be? And I say that because I look at a lot of people around me, and they're not doing the necessary things to take care of themselves mentally, physically, and emotionally. Like, I know a lot of jokers that out there with high blood pressure, cholesterol, diabetes, and this, that, and the other, and they're not doing anything positively to correct that. What are your thoughts on people causing their own pains and stuff like that?
Without sounding judgmental, right? Because I think we all have our own personal battles and flaws and things along that line. My heart goes out to them, but at the end of the day, every person is responsible for themselves. I think it's tougher when you have a mental illness that kind of adds to the pressure of trying to maintain a healthy lifestyle, as they say. Apart from some of the foods that we have no other choice but to consume. We can try to eat as healthy as we want to, but for those of us who know, there are certain companies who are pushing things within our foods that's not the most healthiest. And I don't give a damn about how healthy you try to eat. They still put certain things on your food. But yeah, it all comes down to personal responsibility, man. When you see someone who's way out of shape, and you've known that person to be the type of person who regularly works out or used to be a gym rat, or someone's very conscious about their eating habits and taking care of themselves, and then when you see them now, they are way past that person that they used to be. And again, I can speak about that because me myself, I was just saying earlier in the podcast that I looked at myself in the mirror and was like, no, this isn't working for me because I was way overweight. Mm-hmm. So I've taken the necessary steps to guide myself into the direction that I feel most comfortable in, which is, again, being conscious about what I eat and what I put in my body. But it's a thin line, as they say, between healthy and unhealthy. Some people just don't give a damn, and then others, they just do the best they can. And I think that's all any of us can do, is just do the best you can to try to keep yourself healthy. What are your thoughts?
I look at it like this. We are in a society where people like convenience. And the more people like convenience, the more people adapt to convenience, the more convenience is going to be pushed upon us.
Right.
That has happened through every aspect of our lives. People look for convenience and the quick gratification, and that's what we're getting. You know, as far as being conscious of what we put in our bodies, we all are responsible for that. Not the companies, not the government. We are responsible for that. Because again, we like convenience, and as much as we like convenience, somebody's going to find a convenient way for us to get something.
Mm-hmm.
You look at fast food. Fast food has gone leaps and bounds, I will say, over the last 20 years. The convenience of it. You know, now you can sit at home and order McDonald's. You can sit at home and order Burger King, Taco Bell, Wendy's. You can sit at home and order all these things, whereas you used to have to go out and get it. I mean, hell, we come from a time where the one of the only things that you can get delivered to you was a goddamn pizza. like straight up.
Yeah.
We came from a time where pizza and Chinese food
Real though.
were the two biggest things that you can get delivered to you. Now we are in a time where everything can get delivered to you by any and everybody.
Goddamn candy bar.
Uber Eats. I can't even remember the other ones. DoorDash and stuff like that. So, you know, when and this goes back to government and consumerism and this, that, and the other. Everybody wants to point the finger, blah, 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 blah. You can't point the finger if you're engaging in the harmful behavior. You can't point the finger if you're not saying, hey, no, stop. You can't point the finger. You cannot point the finger. Again, if you're not participating, you can't complain. So it's like we all have the ability, even me, we all have the ability to dictate and control what we put in our bodies. You can either watch on TV, go to YouTube University, read a book, trial and error. But we all have the ability to grow our own vegetables and stuff of that nature. We all have the ability to do it. So it's like when we talk about all these issues that we have, me included, but yet we out there getting Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks, and Five Guys, and this, that, and whatever it is out there. It's our fault, not their fault. We're asking for the convenience, and they're saying, here you go. Here's your GMO. Here's your yellow number 5. Here's your blue 15. Here's your whatever they putting in it. And like that one podcast that we did a while back, we're talking about this stuff, and it's like the FDA has limits of what BS can be in our foods, whether it's rat piss, rat shit, bugs, whatever. The FDA has guidelines for how much of this nonsense is allowed in our foods. So who's to blame? We are collectively, we are all to blame. But again, you know, it's that thing of convenience. And I know a lot of people who are stuck on that convenience. I know people who eat out every day, every meal. I can say I'm guilty of eating out too much, but you know, I just made a big pot of beans, cooked up some rice, you know, but I made that Tuesday night. It was ready Wednesday morning.